88.fm/support.
88.5 KBEM FM Minneapolis St. Paul and Jazz88.fm, a listener-supported service of Minneapolis Public Schools.
I woke up this morning, I was feeling so bad. I didn't know what was wrong. I had a pain in my head. My mind was so troubled from what I did not know. I took a look at my face in the mirror, and lo and behold, the blues was there. I said the blues was there. I felt like crying, but the tears would not come. I felt like talking to someone, but no one was there. I started to thinking, and the more I thought, the more I dropped. I just kept right on sinking, 'cause I could not stop it. The blues had taken over. I said the blues had taken over. I woke up this morning. I shouldn't have never went to sleep. I wish I had a kept on dreaming, 'cause reality it ain't easy. I was dreaming my life had changed. I was dreaming about peace of mind. And when I started dreaming about me and you, that's when I woke up tired. Tired of the blues. I'm so tired of the blues. The blues have taken over, and I've lost control. The blues have taken over, and they're running my soul. Every day, I've got the blues. Every night, I got the blues. Those living, loving, trying to make it. Oh, 70s, you can't find it blues. And I got 'em, baby. Go on and play now, go on and play. The blues have taken over, and I've lost control. The blues have taken over, and they're running my soul. Every day, I've got the blues. Every night, I got the blues. Those living, loving, trying to make it. Wow, 70s, you can't find it blues. And I got 'em, baby. I got 'em, baby. I got 'em, baby. The blues have taken over. The blues are running my soul. The blues
Yeah, the blues are taking over. This is Jazz88, the Jazz Impulse, and Betty Davis, 70s Blues. It's from 1974. Really, oh man, just such a smoking record. They Say I'm Different, the name of that one. That was her second release. She, I believe at the time, was still married to Miles Davis, made some real funky records. So definitely do a deep dive on Betty Davis. We're going to do a deep dive on the blues a little bit. We're going to be going to the Dakota. My man Charlie Parr is performing tonight, and we're just honored to be able to bring some of his set to you, the live audience, tonight. We're going to go live and direct to the Dakota in just a few minutes. His first set is underway. We're going to check that out in a bit, and then kick it in again during the 9 o'clock hour when he'll be performing his second set. He's doing 2 sets tonight at the Dakota, and we have the privilege of checking in and bringing the show to you here live on air. So that's going to be real special. I got to see Charlie play recently. He was doing a tribute to Spider John Kerner. And as he got off the stage, I asked him if we could, kind of like sponsor or like, host his show on the air here. And he said, "Oh man, I just love Jazz 88. So this is a friendship. I'm really looking forward to hearing on the air tonight. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's always fun being here with you. The soundtrack to your Saturday, 7 to 10, your host, Danny Sigelman, with you here. And I'm going to dive into some of that kind of West Bank blues. I really kind of see Charlie Parr as kind of a blues man, but he's essentially a folk artist, a troubadour of sorts, travels quite a bit. But I feel like he's kind of a continuation or a representation of kind of the West Bank scene from the 70s and 80s. And we're going to kind of dive into that a little bit here. Spider John Kerner and Willie Murphy put out a record in 1969 called Running, Jumping, Standing Still. And I've seen Charlie perform some of this music as well. So we're gonna go back to that record. It's from 1969. It's here on the Jazz Impulse.
some sad song. She's a joy to behold, but she just won't be held by the likes of me. And the rest of my life must wither away in a misery. Magazine lady, you're driving me
man, some old school Chicago soul. They don't even know when that record was made. Anna Ray, the singer, kind of maybe a one-hit wonder of sorts out of Chicago. Mid-'60s, perhaps. Will You Love My Child, the name of that tune. We had a twofer in there from Spider John Kerner and Willie Murphy from their 1969 record, Running, Jumping, Standing Still. We started with Sidestep, and they kind of just did their own segue there for us. Magazine Lady, the second tune from that pretty classic Minneapolis record from the West Bank era. And now we are going live. We're going to send it over to the Dakota. Charlie Parr is performing tonight. We're going to bring you some of his set that's currently underway, and we will revisit for his second set in the 9 o'clock hour. In the meantime, enjoy the show.
Lay down your head and hey, oh, go home. She's been gone long ago. She's been gone long ago. Well, when Tom walked back from the store, there waited two women by his door. Oh, there waited two women by his door. So you killed poor Laura, buried her 9 in a shallow grave on the mountainside. A shallow grave on the mountainside. Oh, love's jealous ways, Tom took the fall, headed out for Arkansas. Oh, headed out for Arkansas. Oh, Danny Melton, Tom's dead and gone. He hung for the sin you have. Oh, hung for the sin you have done. Lay down your head, Annie, lay your head down and cry. You can make 2 marks before you die. Oh, make 2 marks before you die. Yes, and as long have you lived with this blood on your head, flames of hell burning around your bed, flames of hell burning around your bed. Well, lay down your head and you're gone home. Should have been gone long ago. Should have been gone. Thank you, everybody. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Here. I got to keep a... I got to be cognizant about the time. There's 2 things tonight. I brought along all the capos that I own. Yeah. Just because when I was a kid, you go to the music store, and an old guitar player in there, you know, the old guitar players, they sit in the music store yelling at the kids, I guess, is what they do. Go in there, and I'm like, you know, curious about these capos, and the guy that ran the music store says, "Oh yeah, I'll sell you a capo." And the old guy, that's a cheater. And I didn't understand what he was talking about. The guy that ran the music store, he said, "Look, don't listen to the old guy. He's got a lot of rules that he doesn't even follow himself. So just do whatever you want, because guitar playing doesn't need to have rules. That's for brain science and other things, stock car driving." Which looks like it has no rules, but I think there are actually a lot of rules. Guitar playing, on the other hand, you can do whatever you want. So I bought a lot of capos. I don't know how to use effects pedals, so I use capos instead. Here's a song I wrote about John Tanner. John Tanner was abducted from his home in the 1700s and taken to the Lake of the Woods to live with indigenous folks and learned how to trap and hunt, and he became very good at it, and wrote a book about his experiences, and left a manuscript at a fur trading post in Sault Ste. Marie and disappeared into the Canadian wilderness. The book's still in print, by the way. It's a very good book. It's called The Falcon. You can call me Falcon if you can say it to my face. I live on the move with every natural place. North of the Red River where the snow goes deep. I hunt for survival up on the ground where I see. When I pass by, when I pass by, when I pass by, please cover up my tracks. You may never see me, I have no natural home. I was taken as a child to brave the woods alone and stand against any without truth and heart. You bring lies to my friends, you bring harm to my heart. When I pass by, when I pass by, when I pass by, please cover up my tracks. My family is all around me. I have no family at all. Then we live in the skins of the buffalo. We can't live life within walls, and I can float on the water, and I can fly in the sky. And I dream the path before me. I feel the ground I walk by. When I pass by, when I pass by, when I pass by, please cover up my tracks. Find my children and bring them along with me. Take no one's hand out, there's nothing given for free. Fly like the falcon into the setting sun. Vanish into the wilderness, give a fire for our own. When I pass by, when I pass by, when I pass by, please cover up my tracks. They never find my body, no, there'll be no mortal remains. I'll return to the Red River, and I float down to the plains. My medicine is survival, my salvation is my own. My family is a rifle, and my bed is made of stone. When I pass by, when I pass by, when I pass by, please cover up my tracks.
And you were listening to a live set at the Dakota with Charlie Parr on the Jazz Impulse tonight.
Thank you, everybody. 219 took my baby away. 219 train took my baby away. 217 bring her back home someday. Standing on the corner, my feet soaking wet. Standing on the corner with my feet soaking wet. Asking everybody she met. You ain't got a dollar, give me a lousy dime. Ain't got a dollar, give me a lousy dime. I just got to feed that hungry man of mine. The 19 train took my baby away. The 219 took my baby away. 217 bring back home someday. Thank you. Get them all mixed up. Where one goes, never starts. Okay. Oh. Too many gadgets that have to be plugged in. It's not like this in my home, in my room. This is nicer. I mean, I'm glad you guys are here. And I do this all the time at home in my room. I don't do this part, but you know, the rest of it I do. Kind of like Columbo. I'm glad somebody knows who that was. That was my favorite show. That and Beretta. I really like Beretta a lot. I liked his car. I liked the fact that, like, Starsky and Hutch drove the hot rod, you know, the Torino, the red and white one. Beretta drove this old Impala that is all beat up and oxidized paint. I did not like Cannon as much. Anyway. Take a look at their big house, bigger than they really needed. He got the dualies on his pickup when the dealer gave him a choice. Now he's lost his job on the build site, and he's struggling to feed his boys. And the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. His wife was this high school girl, and they never left this town. It booms and busts and it heaves and rusts, but they can't bear to go. Now they couldn't go if they wanted to. There ain't no work anywhere anymore. Red cedar grow, red cedar flow, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. She's been serving food down at Bud's. You can't stand to see her down there, where all the desperate men sit and drink, stare a little too long at her legs. And he sits home with the kids at night, hiding the worry on his face. As the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. The kids are getting bigger. They can't play outside like it used to be. You know exactly what's lurking out there. You can see it on the news every night. In the village that it takes to raise our kids is afraid to come outside. Red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. Listen, Tuesday afternoons are the hardest. Time seems to stand still. They've piled up quite a few of them 20 years worth of not quite 3 o'clock. Time moves as fast as it ever did, and there ain't nothing you can do to slow it down. And the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you.
And you're listening to the Jazz Impulse tonight. We're coming to you live from the Dakota. Charlie Parr is performing tonight. And we've been sampling some of his first set here. He'll be doing another set at 9 o'clock. There's probably still tickets available. You can make it down there tonight if you're looking for something to do. We'll be checking in for that second set at 9 o'clock and listening to more Charlie Parr live from the Dakota tonight on the Jazz Impulse. I love bringing the live music here. We've been doing it a little bit here and there, and excited to bring Charlie to the show tonight. Okay, we're going to listen to some more music and feature some music that's happening in other venues around town tonight. It's after this.
Some days I feel so down I can barely get out of bed. Is this depression?
I feel so tense and worried all the time. Is this anxiety?
Check up on your mental health. Take an online mental health screening at mentalhealthmn.org. Mental Health Minnesota has online mental health screenings, resources, support, and connections to treatment and crisis services. All anonymous, confidential, free of charge, and open 7 days a week. Mental Health Minnesota is here for you. mentalhealthmn.org. Sponsored by Mental Health Minnesota, the Minnesota Broadcasters Association, and this station.
And this is the Jazz Impulse. We like to feature some music that's happening around town tonight, the here and now of what's happening in Minneapolis, and the soundtrack to your Saturday night. My name is Danny Sigelman, and excited that my friend Nelson Devereaux is performing at the 7th Street Entry tonight. He's got a release party. We're going to hear some music from him. Right now, the new standards are over at Crooners. This is their version of The Replacements, Androgynous. It's here on Jazz 88, the Jazz Impulse.
Here comes Dick, he's wearing a skirt. Here comes Jane, you know she's sporting a chain. Same hair, a revolution, same build, evolution. Tomorrow who's gonna fuss? And they love each other so. Androgynous, closer than you know. They love each other so. Androgynous. Don't get him wrong, don't get him mad. He might be a father, but he sure ain't a dad. She don't need advice, that'll center her. She's happy with the way she looks, she's happy with her gender. They love each other so. Androgynous, closer than you know. They love each other so. Androgynous. Mirror image, see no damage, see no evil at all. Cupid dolls and urine stalls will be laughed at the way you're laughed at now. Something meets boy and something meets girl. They both look the same, they're overjoyed in this world. Same hair, revolution, unisex evolution. Tomorrow who's gonna fuss? And tomorrow Dick is wearing pants, tomorrow Jane is wearing a dress. The future outcasts and they don't last. And today the people dress the way that they please, the way they tried to do in the last centuries. And they love each other so. Androgynous, closer than you know. They love each other so. Androgynous. They love each other so. Androgynous.
Good vibes only. The Jazz Impulse, 7 to 10 p.m. every Saturday night on Jazz 88.
It's Jazz 88, Nelson Devereaux. I wasn't sure if they were finished yet. Anytime, the name of that piece. It's something I think was recorded live here at Jazz 88 years ago. He'll be performing live tonight at the 7th Street Entry. I believe Nelson has a new release. He kind of very much a musical chameleon of sorts. He kind of knows every song ever made and can perform a lot of his own compositions. A fun show, a really cool guy, and that is definitely something that's happening in the here and now here in the Twin Cities. New Standards before that, they got a gig tonight at Crooners. Danny Sigelman here on the Jazz Impulse. We're getting ready for the second hour, and I had a great time with Charlie Parr this hour. He's performing at the Dakota tonight. We'll be bringing more of him for his second set that starts at 9 o'clock. So we'll be going into that in the following hour. Lots to pack into the show tonight. That's how we do it. That's how we do it here at Jazz 88. Another big show tonight I would definitely be at. They're out of Mali, Tinariwen, known for kind of the desert blues, Saharan blues style. Just a hypnotic sound and a really fun group to see live. They're performing at the Cedar Cultural Center tonight. This is their latest single. It's called Azawad. Tinariwen on Jazz 88, the Jazz Impulse.
راعي إلهي تنبت سورة في قصاها الزوال والأولاد كل حياة الزوال والأولاد كل حياة تخطيط القيادة جيش حماها في تخطيط القيادة جيش حماها في تخطيط القيادة جيش حماها الشهداء اللي ماتوا كل ضحايا الشهداء اللي ماتوا كل ضحايا الشهداء اللي ماتوا كل ضحايا It's an idea someday. In my tears, my dreams. Don't you want to see her prove life that comes of no harm? You and I and dominoes, they go by. You and I in place, wasting time on dominoes. A day so dark, so warm, life that comes of no harm. You and I and dominoes, time goes by. Fireworks and heat someday, colder shell as stickle play. Overheard a lark today, losing when my mind's astray. Don't you want to know with your pretty hair? Stretch out your hand to glad fields in an echo for your way. It's an idea someday. In my tears, my dreams. Don't you want to see her prove life that comes of no harm? You and I in dominoes, the day goes by.
each and every day. March for freedom's highway. March each and every day. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. There's this one thing I can't understand, my friend. Why some folk think freedom was not designed for all men. There are so many people living their life perplexed, wondering in their minds what's gonna happen next. That's why we're gonna march for freedom's highway. March each and every day. Oh, march for freedom's highway. Yeah, march each and every day. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Found dead people in the forest, Tallahassee River and lakes. Whole world is wondering what's wrong with the United States.
Yes, we want peace. If it can be found, stay on freedom's highway and don't let nobody turn you around.
I think I voted for the right man. Said we'd overcome. Stay on freedom's highway until the day. March each and every day. Oh, march for freedom's highway. Yeah, march each and every day. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind. 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 And I won't turn around. Made up my mind. And I won't. I won't turn around. I won't turn around.
Yeah, it's Mavis Staples on the Jazz Impulse tonight. She's doing the Freedom Highway. Going back to 1970, before that, Syd Barrett from his first solo record, simply titled Barrett. We heard Dominoes. Maybe his one and only hit, maybe. Tanarwin did Azawad to start the set off. Again, they're playing at the Cedar Cultural Center tonight. Looking at some Twin Cities roads, look out for the Basilica Block Party. That's happening at Boom Island Park tonight. And last night, I was on my bike around 10, 11 o'clock. It looked like it kind of got out around that time. There's a ton of traffic around Boom Island and in Northeast and downtown Minneapolis. So look out for that tonight. Also, a Twins game happening that should be wrapping around 10 o'clock as well. On the roads this weekend in Roseville and Little Canada, eastbound 36 is closed between 35E and 35W, as is westbound 36 reduced to one lane between Edgerton Street and 35E for construction work. Currently 83 degrees in the Twin Cities. There is a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight and a 50% chance after midnight tonight. Tomorrow, going to be sunny. Thunderstorms possible, very slightly possible tomorrow afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s for Sunday. More of the Jazz Impulse. Your host, Danny Sigelman, here. We got a whole nother hour, including Twin Cities this week coming up, and another set in the 9 o'clock hour with Charlie Parr. He's performing live tonight. The Dakota will be checking in with that. So much to get to. It's right after this.
It's the Jazz 88 live music calendar for Saturday with shows at 6:30 and 9. Charlie Parr, Dakota, Minneapolis. 7 p.m., The New Standards, Kerners, Minneapolis. 9:30, Ted Olson, hits at Volstead's, Minneapolis. And at 9:30, The Stereo Kitchen, Bunkers, Minneapolis. Find more on the live music calendar at jazz88.fm.
This week on the Jazz Impulse, we head back to the Dakota live for a special check-in with blues, folk, and country troubadour Charlie Parr. Charlie has been a longtime favorite among the Minnesota roots music scene for years, and we will be bringing his performance to you tonight live on air from the stage. The Jazz Impulse is the here and now and the soundtrack to your Saturday night, 7 to 10 on Jazz 88.
88.5 KBEM FM Minneapolis St. Paul and Jazz88.fm, a listener-supported service of Minneapolis Public Schools.
Get out my life, woman. You don't love me no more, no. Get out my life, woman. You don't love me no more, no, no. Get out my life, woman. You don't love me no more, no, no. Get out my eyes, teardrops. I got to see my way around, yes, girl. Get out my eyes, teardrops. I got to see my way around, yes. Get out my life, baby. You ain't nothing but heartaches by the pound, yeah, yeah. Get off my ladder, woman. I got to climb up to the top. Get off my ladder, darling. Man, got to climb up to the top, yeah, yeah. Get off my ladder, darling. Ain't nothing gonna make me stop. No, 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 no. Out of my way, baby. Man, got to keep on moving on. Out of my way, baby. Man, got to keep moving on. Get out the way, darling. You just blew your happy home, yeah. Well, get out my life, baby. You don't love me no more, no. Well, get out my life, baby. You don't love me no more. Get out my life, darling. You don't love me no more. Get out my life, baby. You don't love me no more.
Tell me how you like my stuff. Take it
It's Jazz 88, the Jazz Impulse tonight, the soundtrack to your Saturday, every Saturday, 7 to 10 here. And the Isley Brothers are taking inventory, 1970, the year of that banger. That was an interesting set. Tina Brooks, before that, did the title track to his True Blue record. He's really a kind of an undersung saxophone player from that era. Lived only to be 42 years old and died in 1974, but put out that very cool record. And we heard the title track, 1960, the year of that one. Joe Williams with Thad Jones and the Mel Lewis Orchestra started the hour off. Get Out of My Life, Woman, 1966. Here we are on the Jazz Impulse. We have Twin Cities this week coming up in a bit, and it's a feature on Bobby Schnitzer and Dan Neal and their country and blues-based show that's happening next week at Crooners. Are you kidding me? It's going to be amazing. This group, Humbird, played it quite a bit here on the Jazz Impulse, and I'm a big fan. They have some really cool gigs coming up. They're going to be playing in Nashville at Ryman Auditorium in September. And another gig right here in St. Paul at the Fitzgerald. That's happening September 13th. Something to look forward to. A new single released this week from Humbird. It's called Songs for the Seeds. It's on the Jazz Impulse, Jazz 88.
Bluebell, do tell, I'm listening, and I mean well. Even monsters, like they're flowers, you watch them fall from their towers through the cracks, one seed at a time. I give back what was never mine. Yarrow, what of tomorrow? Teach me to heal my sorrows. Set the boundary, soft and loving. Clean the wounds of each day from mending through the cracks. One seed at a time, I give back what was never mine. Clover, I step over, takes water from the sky and sows her no more lawns. I will lay you down, learn to be patient and spread it out through the cracks. One seed at a time, I give back what was never mine. Oh, Cosmo, where do we go? It's big out there and so hard to know what it means, but you're out there dancing. Could it be as simple as catching the breeze through the cracks? One seed at a time, I give back what was never mine through the cracks. One seed at a time, I give back what was never mine through the cracks. One seed at a time, I give back what was never mine through the cracks. One seed at a time, I give back what was never mine.
Went to the
fortune teller, had my fortune read. I didn't know what to tell her. I had a dizzy feeling in my head. She took a look at my palm. She said, son, you feel kind of warm. She looked into a crystal ball. She said, you're in love. How could that be so? I thought all the girls I know. She said, when the next one arrives, you'll be looking into her eyes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Left there in a hurry, looking forward to my big surprise. The next day I discovered that the fortune teller told me a lie. I hurried back down to that woman, as mad as I could be. I said I didn't see nobody. Why had she made a fool out of me? And then something struck me, as if it came from up above. While looking at the fortune teller, I fell in love. Now I'm a happy fella, 'cause I'm married to the fortune teller, and I'm as happy as we can be. And now I get my fortune told for free. Yes, I did.
How do you know that I don't have a soul? How can you look me in the eye? Tell me no, a soul is a soul is a soul is a soul. since I was just small, tied in a hall, or chained out of doors. When a soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Lifted up off the floor. Now how do you know I'm not as good as you are? When a soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Define your kind, but deny me mine most all of the time. And a soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Trained when I'm only doing what nature demands. It ain't soul, is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. And leave me to sit by the kitchen door, just to watch it rain and listen to it pour. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Rain down the water that created us both, my old man's soul in his old dog's coat. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul.
It's Jazz 88. It is the Jazz Impulse. I'm trying to remember what show I'm on right now. I've been on the radio too much. In any case, it's always an adventure. The Jazz Impulse every Saturday, 7 to 10. Danny Sigelman with you. And that was Charlie Parr, the title track to his 2017 release, Dog. And we will be featuring Charlie Parr again on the show. We heard a nice live set in the 7 o'clock hour. He'll be hitting the stage again around, the 9 o'clock show usually gets going about 9:10, 9:15. So you'll tune into that next hour for some live music direct from the Dakota stage where Charlie is performing tonight. Looking forward to more of that. Robert Plant and Alison Krauss before that did Fortune Teller. Started the set off, new sounds from Humbird. They are from Minnesota, and the track was Song for the Seeds. Again, they're playing the 15th of September at the Fitzgerald. We have a feature coming up, Twin Cities this week. It's a feature on Bobby Schnitzer and Dan Neal. You'll be hearing that in a moment. Right now, his group, they were out of Seattle, late 70s, Cold, Bold, and Together. It's on the Jazz Impulse.
Yeah.
that liver means the life never wears supposed to be. Don't mess with her nerves, infections, no. Just a little bit of advice. Stop losing your chances, stop playing games with your life. Only one that you got. Stop losing your chances. Stop fooling the thing that just ain't right. Why you want to read about your brother, yeah? Just down outright being a yeah. You'll wind up living in a bottomless pit of frustration and despair. Once in a while, when you're at your cold, hey, you only end up satisfied. Stop losing your chances, stop playing games with your life. Only one that you got. Stop losing your chances. You're playing games, it just ain't right. Come on, people, what you say? Righty, we'll show you the way. Come on, people, what you say? Love and happiness is in a state. Come on, people, what you say? Come on, people, what you say?
On the next Jazz Night in America, Eddie Palmieri and Harlem River Drive. And we've got the music live. That's right, in Harlem. I'm Christian McBride, and that's on the next Jazz Night in America.
Tonight at 10.
Bobby Schnitzer and Dan Neal are combining talents for a blues and country-based show at Crooner's Supper Club in Fridley this Thursday evening at 6:30. When Dan and Bobby got together with Phil Nussbaum, the conversation turned to repertoire. Dan is singing a song written by country music icon Roger Miller, Nothing Can Stop My Loving You. It's not one of Miller's best-known songs, so Phil asked Dan why he chose it.
Gotta get up, I gotta get going, rain or shine, sleet or snow, and nothing can stop my loving you.
It's one of Roger's traditional country, I guess you would call it, hits, and also George Jones did it, but they both had a hit with it, and it's musically very advanced.
What do you mean by that?
Playing of the bands, the band members, was very technically good, and in either case, the vocals are impeccable, the lyrics are great poetry.
When it comes to the lyrics, is there something in this song that makes you want to sing it?
Mostly the title, which would be the last line of the chorus. Nothing can stop my loving you. I just think it's a great line.
Okay, Dan, here's a verse and a chorus sung by you and Bobby playing the fills on the guitar.
Well, I can't stop praising the day I found you. Walk 100 miles just to be around you. Stop my loving you. Nothing at all, nothing in the world can make me stop wanting you for my girlfriend. Nothing stop my loving you. Cross through the fire, walk through the river. You be the taker, I'll be the giver. I can give you love, honey, that's what I'll do. Build a brick wall, I'll tear it to pieces. Gotta get to your loving kisses. Nothing can stop my loving you. Well, nothing can stop my loving you.
Bobby, you're accompanying on on this song. And Dan was talking about how he thinks it has great musical possibilities. What's your take on that?
I heard what he said and it all made sense to me. Those possibilities are great if it's played well and if it's sung well. I feel that this guy is doing both of those things great.
So that inspires you?
Absolutely. It inspires me to just add some little spice where you can.
We're speaking with Dan Neal and Bobby Schnitzer, and in this duet, Dan is more the country guy and Bobby is more the blues guy. What's the point of convergence between these two idioms that lets you play together?
Well, for one thing, when I was learning to play, just starting, trying to learn any song I could play, a lot of these things were on the radio at the same time. And when you're 12 or 13 years old, a lot of times I didn't know who was singing it. I just wanted to learn it. And I wound up learning a lot of blues tunes from hearing them and liking them.
What's it like for you, Bobby, with a blues background, playing country songs?
I've always enjoyed it. Way when I was very young, I played with Mason Prophet, and I think I learned while in that band. It was kind of an awakening. I think I found out how much I enjoyed playing country, and I think a lot of guitarists would say the same thing. It's fun. A form of music that's just plain fun to play on that instrument.
Bobby, another song you're doing comes from the blues singer Slim Harpo. It's called I'm a King Bee. The Rolling Stones had it out on the Rolling Stones' first American LP. Why did you choose to do this one?
Here's why. I only started singing roughly 10 years ago because anytime during my lengthy career that I would sing a little bit, I hated it. But I was playing this gig with a band that said, we're going to make you sing something. We know you can sing Bo Diddley because we've heard it. So I sang, and much to my surprise, the audience loved it. So I thought, well, maybe my voice has changed with age. I'm going to see if I can develop a voice that I can live with. As I was developing my newfound voice, a good friend of mine, his wife called me from California to say, Bobby, I have a suggestion. We heard your tape, we heard your recording, and I think you should be singing Slim Harpo songs because to us, your voice sounds like his. That's why I'm singing King Bee. Well, I'm a king bee, buzzing around your hive. Well, I'm a king bee, buzzing around your hive. I can make honey, baby, let me inside. Well, I'm a king bee, want you to be my queen. Well, I'm a king bee, want you to be my queen. Together we can make honey like this world has never seen. Make some honey. And sting it. Well, I'm a king bee, buzz all night long. Well, I'm a king and some singing going on.
Bobby Schnitzer and Dan Neal play highlights of blues and country music at Crooner's Supper Club in Fridley this Thursday evening at 6:30. For information, the web address is croonersloungemn.com. Bobby Schnitzer and Dan Neal are both on Facebook. Schnitzer is spelled Schnitzer, and Neal is spelled Neale. This program is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Phil Nussbaum speaking.
Are you looking for a fulfilling profession where you can put your communication skills to work in medical, educational, legal settings, and more? Become an American Sign Language interpreter. Did you know that there's a high demand for qualified interpreters throughout Minnesota? You can learn American Sign Language and interpreting skills through programs at St. Paul College, St. Kate's, or North Central University. Learn more through each college's website. Paid for by the Minnesota Commission of the Deaf, Deafblind, and Hard of Hearing, the Minnesota Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Yeah, it's the Allman Brothers Band, Jazz88, the Jazz Impulse tonight, 1970, the year of In Memory of Elizabeth Reed. One of my favorite tunes of theirs, great instrumental live version there. Before that, we did the Twin Cities This Week with Phil Nussbaum. Always great to hear a check-in from him every week here on the Jazz Impulse. About 10 minutes to the top of the hour. My name is Danny Sigelman, providing the soundtrack to your Saturday, as we do every Saturday from 7 to 10. And a bunch more music coming up, including another very live set. We're going to go to the Dakota next hour. Again, probably around 9:10, 9:15. I believe Charlie Parr will be hitting the stage at that time. So we'll be checking in, and I'll be giving you a big dose of that set live here tonight on Jazz 88. It's a really fun thing we've been doing, and it just keeps getting more and more cool with a nice variety of performers that we've been able to present on the show, because that really is what it's all about. All right, we're gonna get a little disco-fied before then, and here's some music from the live band. It's right after this.
A wide spectrum of businesses and organizations join together to support our mission of jazz and education in the Jazz 88 Business Circle. Our members include the Art Shop at Midtown Global Market, our Mark Fry Law Firm, the Jasmine Orchestra, Walker West Music Academy, and the American Swedish Institute. Learn how you can join the circle and reach our discerning audience at jazz88.fm.
Sometimes you'd like to give up, get out of the race, 'cause life is so tough. Yeah, odds are bad sometimes, and some of them are worse. You need a little light just to quench your thirst. The answer to your pot is not very far. And when you find it, you'll know who you are. A chance for hope, my friend, is not very long. And when you find it, you sing this happy song. Got a chance for hope. That's what your life came to me. And that's no joke. A chance for hope. That's what your life came to me. Just look inside yourself and see what is there. And remember what you see. Your brothers all share. You're not the only one with sorrows and needs. We all feel the same way and on love we feed. The grief that you feel is what holds you back. Let the love within you put you on the right track. A chance for hope, my friend, is not very long. And when you find it, you sing this happy song. Chance for hope. That's what I've got with you. Yeah. Got a chance. I know you feel like love is all against you, little girl. Just have a little faith in what you do. Who can see you through?
Feeling the pulse of the Twin Cities.
Whether it's disco skates or paperweights.
The Jazz Impulse on Jazz 88.
Whatever it is, do it. Do till you're satisfied. Go on and do it. Do it. Do till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, do it. Do till you're satisfied. People know just what they like to do. Whatever it is, you got it. As long as it pleases you. Make it last as long as you can. When you're through, it's up to you to try it again. Go on and do it. Do it now. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Go on and do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, do it. Do it till you're satisfied.
Everybody knows what they like to do. Whatever it is, do it. As long as it pleases you. Just take some time and relax your mind. Then do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, do it. Do it till you're satisfied.
Whatever it is, do it now. Do it till you're satisfied. When you holler, oh, 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 oh,
This is Jazz 88, the Jazz Impulse, the soundtrack to your Saturday. BT Express, doing it till they're satisfied. We heard the live band, A Chance for Hope, 1980. Some nice disco jams here tonight. All over the map musically. Looking at some Twin Cities roads, be extra cautious around, 10 o'clock tonight, 10, 11 o'clock. The big Basilica Block Party will be getting out. A lot of traffic there last night. They're doing it again. Boom Island Park over in Northeast. A lot of people. I think it's sold out, so even more people tonight. Twins are playing tonight as well. That will be getting out shortly. Expect extra traffic in downtown Minneapolis, especially around Target Field. And on the roads this weekend in Roseville and Little Canada, eastbound 36 is closed between 35E and 35W. Follow the marked detours, as is westbound 36, which is reduced to one lane between Edgerton Street and 35E for construction work. And it is certainly heating up here on Jazz 88 and the Jazz Impulse tonight. It looks like there is a chance of showers and thunderstorms later this evening and after midnight. Could use a little cool down. Lows in the mid-60s for the overnight. Tomorrow, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s with a 20% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Currently 81 degrees in the Twin Cities. We're going to have another check-in at the Dakota coming to you live from the Dakota in about 10-15 minutes. Charlie Parr is playing there tonight, and we're going to check in with another set from him. It's live music direct from the Dakota here on the Jazz Impulse. Much to get to before then. It's all happening.
High interest rates and a shortage of listings have made the prospect of owning a home a big challenge for Minnesotans. Help is available from LSS Financial Counseling. Their HUD-certified housing counselors can offer guidance to organize your finances and walk you through the home buying process. To speak with an LSS HUD-certified counselor, call 888-577-2227 or visit lssfinancialcounseling.org/homeownership.
I love Jazz 88 and I want to see it continue to grow and flourish. My name is Andrew, I live in St. Paul, and I donated my 2004 Toyota Prius. Instead of go through the hassle of trying to find someone to buy it, I would just donate it to Jazz 88.
Donate your vehicle today, jazz88.fm/support.
88.5 KBEM FM Minneapolis St. Paul and Jazz88.fm, a listener-supported service of Minneapolis Public Schools.
can bet on the dark. We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna pop. Baby, don't lose the child. Well, we got to the party with Annie and Joe. Table kicking and jabbing and moving the toes. Bang was jumping, the bang was hot. Cause now we're gonna party till we just can't stop. We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna pop. Baby, don't lose the child. We just can't stop. We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna pop. Baby, don't lose the child. Rock it. Well, the band and the player, they were popping the pop. Trouble getting crazy, they were popping the hop. Guys are getting crazy to the end of the night. Cause now we're gonna party till the end of the life. We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna pop. Baby, don't lose the shine. Hey, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna stroll, we're gonna jump, we're gonna pop. Baby, don't lose the shine. Yeah, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna stroll, we're gonna jump, we're gonna pop. Baby, don't lose the shine.
If the music makes you move, 'cause you can't dig the groove, groove on, groove on. If you feel like you wanna make love under the stars above, love on, love on. If there's something you wanna say, then talking is the only way. Rap on, rap on. 'Cause whatever you do, you gotta do your thing now. Do your thing now. If you feel like you wanna scream, 'cause that's your way of letting off steam. Scream on, scream on. If you feel like you wanna sing, 'cause singing is your thing. Sing on, sing on. If you wanna make love all night, and you feel it's right, right on, right on. 'Cause whatever you do, yeah, you gotta do it now. Do your thing now, yeah, do your thing now.
It is Jazz, the Jazz Impulse tonight. Here on Jazz 88, Danny Sigelman, your host. Always excited to be here with you every Saturday, 7 to 10. And that is some Texas funk from Zapata. Do your thing. We heard some Los Lobos before that. They did We're Gonna Rock, going old school. Some old school Los Lobos for you. Started the set off with Joe Graves and the Diggers. Witchcraft. It's getting witchy here. It's the witching hour, the last hour of the Jazz Impulse, and a special one at that. We are going to return to the Dakota. Our friend Charlie Parr is playing tonight. He did a great set in the 7 o'clock hour, and we're going to catch the start of his next set. They're about to hit the stage right now, bringing it to you live here on the Jazz Impulse. It's Charlie Parr from the Dakota Jazz Club.
Good evening and welcome to the Dakota. Now's a great time to silence your cell phones. Also, flash photography is not permitted during tonight's performance. Special welcome to everyone listening live on Jazz 88.5 KBEM. Now please welcome back to the Dakota stage, Charlie Parr.
Thank you, everybody. Hard times here, Mom. Hard times everywhere I go. Hard times here, Mom. Hard times everywhere I go. People keep trying about hard times, and they coming more. I don't even know what these poor people gonna do now. Oh, now I don't even know what these poor people gonna do now. People keep crying about hard times, and they sure coming this morning. Well, I had work 10 years ago. Then I went to the factory this morning. Well, I had work 10 years ago. Yes, and the boss man told me they ain't hiring them no more. It's hard times here. Hard times everywhere I go. Hard times here. Hard times everywhere I go. People keep crying about hard times. Sure coming more.
fly away from this town, I shall never come back. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's an honor to play here at the Dakota. I want to say thank you to all the folks here working to take such good care of me. I really appreciate being able to come here.
Thanks for coming.
Yes. And thank you all for making the time to come out and be here tonight. I'm going to play some songs and then go home, I guess. I got a list of things that I was gonna do. Got like Tiny Tim nowadays. We'll see. I might just ignore that. I don't know. Well, money can't buy back that 64 Falcon. You sold it in your 20s and regretted it was gone, 'cause you thought it contained some meaning and some answers to a life you'd never bothered to question, or even take a good close look at. And it broke your heart to see how it had been so important, from the feeling of the steering wheel to the rubber on the road. Now it's grown to unrealistic proportions in your mind. Now you're in your 50s, why can't you forget how the chrome bumpers shined in the sun? If you could just go back, even for a minute, you could forget how you don't even know what it was that you lost. Why you always feel so empty in spite of all you have? Were those feelings you remember even real? Honestly, about some junky old Falcon or any other thing that you could own. Like you're taking all your chances and toss them all aside for some stupid piece of metal. It's shiny bits of trash that line the stolen nest of a greedy neighborhood crow. So you drive back to your hometown to visit with your past, but nothing looks the same anymore. And you can see all that you squandered where you were shining all that chrome. You were handed all you needed without cost, but you were too blind to see it and you took it all for granted. And now you want to complain. Tell me just what it was that you lost. Yes, and now you start to panic and your gas is running low, and you need to find some meaning before you're stranded on a road. When the engine finally dies near a soybean field at dusk, you sit and watch the sunset, turn the entire sky to rust, turn the entire sky to rust, turn the entire sky to rust. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's called The Last of the Better Days Ahead.
say there's a stray? The days find him alone, always miles from anywhere, never finding his way home. How can you say he's always dirty? Well, he's got nowhere to wash. Everyone avoids him, no matter what the cost. To his damaged ego, to his worn out shoes, thin clothes against the cold, thin hearts against his own. Let the rope out easy, bring everyone on board. Mend the broken hearts, take on their heavy loads. Take on their heavy loads. Take on their heavy loads. Mend the broken hearts, take on their heavy loads. He hears about your religion and all about his sinful ways, all about the God who loves him, will punish him anyway. But he already knows the lake of fire, he swims in it every day. He's beaten down with neglect and burned with hypocrisy. How can you say there's a stray in the middle of your town? You can feel the anger in your eyes, where empathy should be found. I hear he's lost his family, or they let him wander away. Can anyone speak on his behalf? Someone's rigged the game. Let the rope out easy, bring everyone on board. Mend the broken hearts and take on their heavy loads. And take on their heavy loads. And take on their heavy loads. Mend the broken hearts, take on their heavy loads. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all. In the summer when he was young, Silas traveled with his family to another town. His dad found work at the grocery store, and his mom cleaned houses with the lady next door. And they enrolled Silas in a new grade school, and there they were while Silas grew. Yes, and there they were while Silas grew. Silas grew into a rowdy boy on his bike. Now all over town he was would ride. Most of the time he was all alone. Mother friend lived on the other side of town, but they'd get together every Saturday to see what kind of hell they could raise. Yeah, to see what kind of hell they could raise. One long day at the end of July, Silas held his mother's hand while she cried. His dad had been called back to the Golden Shore. She said, Silas, he can't come home no more. She said, Silas, he can't come home no more. Silas, he was an only child, and he never ever left his mother's side. He lived in the room of a rowdy boy. Even though he's 45, things look the same as they did when he was 12. And there they were, well, her time ran out. Yes, in the winter, in the freezing cold, they couldn't bear his mom because the ground was too hard. So Silas, he went home and he laid on his bed, and his feet hung out way over the edge, and he could feel his mother's hand in his, and his dad's voice drifted into his ear. Yes, and his dad's voice drifted into his ear. What does it mean to be an orphan now? He's not a child, his clock is running down. Who's he gonna blame when there's nowhere to turn? His head it ached and his stomach burned, and he tossed and he turned and he could never rest. And there he was till the very end. And there he was till the very end. It's called Boiling Down Silas. Undo song I did not write. This guitar belongs to Spider John Kerner, and I'm going to play one of his songs on it. A song he did with Willie Murphy. Jumping, standing still, I'm riding around like Buffalo Bill. Riding around like Buffalo Bill, climbing a hill like Jack and Jill, doing it all on my own free will. When I was born at the age of 3, I fell out of my family tree. Yes, I fell out of my family tree, and I lost the key to life's mystery, and the rest of my life has been a mystery to me. I'm nowhere bound on a merry-go-round. Nowhere bound on a merry-go-round. I'm chasing my tail like a rabbit hound. I keep clowning around till they lay me down. I decide my plan by throwing a dart, blindfolded into a sailing chart. Throw a dart into a chart, I get on my electric go-kart, take a pogo stick if the car don't start. me, oh, floating around like a leaf in a breeze. Floating around like a leaf in a breeze. Yes, that's true, I do agree. That's the way I like it to be. I got a movie star for a house pet. I'm a major threat to the jet set. Yes, I'm a major threat to the jet set. Catch $1,000 bill on a butterfly net. And no regret. I'm trying to talk to a love machine. I got a jumping bean for a go-between. I got a jumping bean for a go-between. I'm trying to meet a woman that I ain't never seen. I'm asking, where in the world have you been? Well, I'm running, jumping, standing still. I'm riding around like Buffalo Bill. I'm riding around like Buffalo Bill, and one of these days I'm gonna get killed. Not before I hit my bill. Thank you, everybody.
Wow, this is amazing. Charlie Parr live and direct from the Dakota stage tonight on the Jazz Impulse. Enjoy the show.
We had a nice time. We did a little memorial for John at the Caboose, and the West Bank sure showed up. It was a beautiful night. Let me see here. I brought along all my capos. If you need one, I mean, you know. I know every street and every sidewalk. I know every building and every block. As I walk these streets from sunrise till dawn, looking for a corner where I can lay me down. And I spend my days picking up dirty cans, walking 13 miles to collect 85 cents, waiting at the hospital while others go ahead, standing on the corner begging for some bread. I ain't got no home in this world anymore, beaten down with advice that I'd never asked him for. My soul cries freedom, my feet want no more. If I had the strength to fight, they'd lock me away. For sure. Garbage from the campfires had garbage on the ground. Morning after ashes, tell me where I'm bound. Broken down boxcars hide my camp from the world, and they parked them here on rusty tracks. Don't say a word. recognize the faces, the weight in the lines outside. I listen to the preachers, fire and redemption cries. The police, they're cold, their eyes are on their guns. We are criminals and sinners and far away from home. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Beaten down with advice I never asked them for. Now my soul cries freedom, but my feet want no more. If I had the strength to fight, they'd lock me away. For sure. Thank you, everybody. From 4 until late, I wrung my hands and cried. From 4 until late, I was wringing my hands and crying. I bleed in my soul, your daddy westport bound. From Memphis to Norfolk is a 36-hour drive. From Memphis to Norfolk is a 36-hour drive. A man is like a prisoner, he never satisfied. Woman is like a dresser, some man is always ramming through her drawers. Woman is like a dresser, some man is always ramming through her drawers. Takes so many men without apron overhaul. From 4 till 8, I wish a no good barroom clown. 4 till 8, she was a no good barroom clown. A woman like that tear a good man reputation down. When I leave here, get on with tail. Oh, leave here and have a great long exhale. When I return again, I have a great long story to tell. When I leave this town, I'm gonna bid you fairly well. When I leave this town, I'm gonna bid you fairly well. When I return again, I have a great long story to tell. Oh my God.
Wow, and it's moments like this is what makes me really happy and proud to do the show. So cool to have Charlie Parr on the Jazz Impulse this week. We're going to just let him keep going because I'm just loving this show. He's live at the Dakota, on the Dakota stage here tonight on the Jazz Impulse, and I'm just having a blast listening, and I hope you are too. So cool of you to join us here tonight, and we try to do a different show every week. I think we're doing pretty good at that. I want to give some shout-outs to Elaine Purcell and Tom Herbers down at the Dakota tonight on the sound, making it happen. Also, Davide Razzo and Andrew Hansen from Jazz88 over here on our side, hooking it all up, making it happen live and direct in the here and now on Jazz88. Enjoy the rest of the show. Have a great Saturday night. We'll see you next week on the Jazz Impulse.
It was a bleak summer night and I was walking. No particular place to go. I walked in a circle, come right back to the place I was at before. It was hot, Lord, and it had been rain. Humid at 3 a.m. Streets were wet, the grass was soaking, and no dry place to lay my head. Deep blue fell from the night sky, bleached to gray in the overhead land. All the shadow of 3 dimensions. Like you could crawl right inside of a can. And I heard music down the avenue, cut right through the traffic sound, harsh and sweet, all at the same time. And I hurried far way down. And outside of a gray house near the alley, I had found my way to the sound. I could hear the music clearly. Oh, and I lay myself right down in the wet ground. And I was taken to meet the devil, and I trembled in the pouring rain. I took a ride in a fast car with a woman named Betty May. I woke up to the blues, they were walking, blues walking like a man. There was a ballroom clown that was stumbling, stones all in my past. Get my baby suitcase, Lord, to the waiting train. Well, the blues fell down just like rain, just like rain. Just like rain. That's called On Listening to Robert Johnson. That's for Robert Johnson. She asked me what time it was. I said it's just about 4. She said, you ever going out? I said, I don't know. She looked disgusted, but that's just the way that it goes. I'm moving awful slow these days. Oh, don't need just get away. If I stay close and wait behind, only my plans worry your mind. Ambition is suited to a non-industrial epoch, and my desire to succeed is based on a subjective metric, and my career goals are a little patch of sun or that little patch of shade. I'm moving awful slow these days. Don't bother to wait for me, just go on your way. I'll catch up or either stay behind. Don't let my plans worry your mind. Care about that. My car might be slow, man, but it's good on gas, and I'll get to where I'm going, or maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll take a little detour. Whatever happens, it's gonna be fine. I'm moving awful slow these days. Don't bother to wait for me, just go on your way. Oh, I'll catch up, or either stay behind. Don't let my plans worry your mind. Short. She asked me what time it was. I said, it's just about 4. She said, are you ever going out? I said, I don't know. She looked disgusted, but that's just the way that it goes. Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for hanging out with us tonight on the Jazz Impulse. Live and direct from the Dakota stage, a set from Charlie Parr here tonight. Do stay tuned to Jazz88. We have Jazz Night in America with Christian McBride coming up at the top of the hour. Have a great night.
This is dedicated with a great deal of love and respect for the late, great Tony Glover, little son. In the 80s, when I moved to the Twin Cities in the 80s from Austin, Minnesota, where I had kind of dropped out of high school. Not kind of, I guess I did. I decisively dropped out of high school. I went to high school on the first day of 10th grade, and they hassled me, man, so I left. Anyway, then I moved up here and got introduced to Colonel Ray and Glover real quick, and spent my Thursday nights hanging out at the Times Bar, which was not far from here on Nicollet Avenue. And I lived on the West Bank and saw Willie Murphy every Friday night and Spider John every Sunday night. And every Thursday night I was hiking down here to the Nicollet Avenue so I could see Tony and Dave play. And so I wrote this recently, just thinking about those times. I remember the city in the February. I remember little son's wheel sliding in the slush down the avenue to get to the Times Hotel. Music it plays everywhere. Did you hear it better when you were young? The tones are getting quiet now. Come back home, little son. Last time we got together, our ears, they were wearing out and preoccupied by finance and unable to hear the shout of 100-year-old melody, the rattling of worn-out reeds. It's a matter for perception, you know, music we choose to hear. And the music it plays everywhere. Did you hear it better when you were young? Or have we lost our focus? Come back home, little son. The music it plays everywhere, even when we're old and undone. Nowadays, we just got to listen louder. Come back home, little son. I remember the city in February. I remember little son's wheel sliding in the slush down the avenue to get to the Times Hotel. Thank you, everybody.
When addiction takes hold, it's easy to feel like no one can help. But you're not in this alone. For 75 years, Hazelden Betty Ford has been at the forefront of addiction and mental health care, evolving treatment, reimagining recovery, and breaking through barriers to help families everywhere find healing. So please reach out at 855-489-2383. Help is here. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation and aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Although it was a sad day when we had to get rid of the car, it makes me happy that we were able to turn an old friend into some of the public radio programs that I know and love.
Your vehicle can power programming. Visit jazz88.fm/support.
Hey, thanks for listening to Jazz 88 tonight. Looking at roads, look out for extra traffic around Boom Island Park tonight as the Basilica Block Party will be getting out later tonight. There'll also be some extra traffic around Target Field as the Twins game wraps up this evening. And on the roads this weekend in Roseville and Little Canada, eastbound 36 is closed between 35E and 35W. Follow marked detours. That's happening all weekend. Westbound 36 is reduced to one lane between Edgerton Street and 35E for construction work. Looking at weather tonight, it's going to be a little bit of a cool down. Lows in the mid-60s, a 60% chance of precipitation after midnight tonight. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a 20% chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Expect highs in the lower 80s for Sunday. Lows in the mid-60s. And a 50% chance of thunderstorms Sunday night. You are listening to KBEM, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Jazz88.FM, a listener-supported service of Minneapolis Public Schools. Thanks for listening to Jazz 88.
In the late 1960s, pianist Eddie Palmieri was leading the most progressive charge in salsa music. He had La Perfecta, a musically radical salsa band that stacked trombones with modal jazz piano. He released 2 socially conscious albums, danceable but adventurous with Spanish lyrics about the struggle within the Latino community. Eddie's brother Charlie on the organ there. Then, in 1971, Eddie released an album that would become the apex of his exploration of social justice issues. Sonically, it was a grand